An orthomosaic map is a collection of aerial photos stitched together to produce one cohesive map of a property. In this case, we have 886 photos taken over 40 acres from Highway 87 to the Intercoastal on Bolivar Peninsula. Each blue dot represents a photo, and if we click one of the blue dots, we can see the photo that was taken. The software stitches each photo together into a high-resolution map. This map has a 0.6 pixels per inch resolution, which is pretty high. You can see the difference between satellite and ortho is profound. Things that you normally would not see on satellite, you can see with an ortho. Take, for example, this small object on the property. Without the ortho, you can barely make out what it is. With the ortho, you can make it out in detail. We have a range of tools within this software, such as these distance lines. We can move these points wherever we want, and they give us information about the property, such as the length of the entire line from point to point, which is 3,692 feet, and also a surface profile of elevation. So we can see here that it spikes right about past that trail for about 1,000 feet or 800 feet, and then there's a low point, and then it goes back up and spikes again towards the road. We can see this area here and this area here is the high point. From this line, looking this way across the property, we can see a left to right slope of 0.88 degrees or 1.54%. We can drag that across the property and see that slope stays pretty consistent, suggesting the property slants to the right, downward. Downward to the right. Downward to the right. And the slope stays below -1 degrees, so it's a pretty low slope. But it's useful to know the property does slant downward to the right slightly. When the software stitches the images together, a little bit of quality can be lost. To see an area in more detail, we can place a marker and then look at the actual photos taken at that point. Here's our strange object. Not sure what that is. Looks like from the photos we can see more of a cylindrical shape. Some sort of propane tank, perhaps. So any point in the property can be analyzed in further detail using the marker tool to look at the actual photos taken. We also have a tool that allows us to draw out area and measure acreage. So we can see our high point here is about 4 acres. We can move it up here and see we have about the same amount of space back here, around 4 acres. I also have a volume tool that allows me to analyze an area and the cost of materials for that area. So say we wanted to turn this parking lot into a gravel parking lot. We would create a new material, call it gravel, and say we want to have about 2 pounds per yard. The value of gravel is about $3 per cubic yard. We now know it's going to take $3,500 to fill that area in with the desired density of gravel we require. We also have an elevation chart with within this software. We can turn it on terrain only, which will show us only the terrain and not the vegetation. The darker blue is our lower areas, and as you can see, are sloped downward to the right. These are our higher areas, but there are a few low spots within these high grounds. We also have plant health. Plant health tells us exactly what it says, the health of the plants on the property. Green are healthy vegetation, and red are dead or no vegetation. This is analyzing the colors of the ground to tell you where the healthiest plants are and where there are very little or not healthy plants. As you can see, on this property there's a little bit of vegetation by the water, some sprinkled vegetation here on this high ground, and a lot of vegetation out here by the road, with the exception of the parking lot. This tool here allows us to count spots on the property. For example, I've placed a dot on all these different low points, which totaled out to 29. And last but not least, we have a 3D model of the property. This helps us to visualize the layout of the land. You can see each bump is a tree. As we saw in the elevation chart, here's our low area. There's our other low area with the trail going through it.